Mighty Down fans, LBT75 here, and I'm here to do a reaction to a video made by ElectricDragon 505, aka Animats, known as Top 10 Ice Age Characters Worse Than the Baby, or in this case, types of characters that are worse than the baby from the first Ice Age movie. So yeah, if you've been following me very well, congratulations, and just know that I'm not really a big fan of Animat at all. I'm not really a huge fan of him. I just do not like some of his content or some of his stuff and all that stuff, but so if anything, I would just see what's going to be. Yeah. Alright then.
I honestly never understood. At one point, there was a moment when the internet decided to pick a certain someone as the most hated cartoon character that people should go and let out all their anger by making sadistic memes to take him down.
Oh boy.
And that character is the baby from Ice Age?
What? Oh boy, I like this. Usually, I do not have that much problem with babies in some certain films, but I'm not a huge fan of noises that babies make, all that type of stuff. Like in reality, like, what's so bad about the baby from Ice Age? I mean, is it because of the model, or is it because of the design? Like, I don't get it. I don't get why that character gets so much hate over it.
I mean, I guess he can be annoying, as babies are, and did put the main characters in harm's way many times, but he's just a baby. I'm Animat, and these are the top 10 Ice Age characters worse than the baby. I know this is technically all about Ice Age. There was a time when some animated films tried their hands on their own gibbering clones in order—
Norm of the North. I absolutely despise Norm of the North. I despise this movie. And not just the first movie itself, I also despise the sequels. I just hate them entirely.
To capitalize on their cute goofiness just like Illumination did. In the case of Ice Age, specifically in their fourth film, Continental Drift, they tried to make their own minion ripoffs with the Hyrax, a bunch of little gerbils that eventually aid the trio in order to take down the pirates.
Of guinea pigs.
Now, while they are minion ripoffs and can get annoying, I will be fair and say they don't appear in the film enough to really get under your skin.
Nope.
But if I have to explain why they're on this list, it's honestly because of one joke.
What type of joke is it?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Wugga, 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 wugga. Pooda, 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 pooda.
That's it.
That they got?
Oh, so in order to communicate with them, you must perform one of the lowest forms of comedy next to puns. I now despise everything about them.
Really?
Now I know, technically, this is not the first time Sid pulled this stunt, since he did it before in the second film with a group of little sloths. But it doesn't help the case of the Hyrax because, one, this gag was already done, and two, again, their intentions are to rip off the minions.
What?
Maybe the pirates did have the better idea and treat them like what they deserve.
Treat them
Now
like
get this
shit.
chunk of ice seaworthy by sundown, or I will keelhaul the lot of you!
Let's be honest, Ice Age isn't really the best when it comes to making villains. Sure, some can have good things to say about Diego's old gang in the first, but the rest of the other villains in the later films are just... not the worst things about the movies, but not really all that memorable.
Except
But then
Rudy.
you have the Dino-Birds,
What the hell?
easily the worst villains in all of the Ice Age films.
What the?
Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I realize that they're in the wrong animated franchise. Seriously,
Jesus
think about it.
Christ. look at the Dino-Birds. I mean, yeah, this one is, I have to say, is that they look like shit. From this guy, from the fat girl, and the skinny one. I mean, where the hell did these guys come from? Do they come from Peter Jackson's King Kong, or did they came from Jurassic World? Pick one or another. Like, really? What the hell did these guys come from?
They're talking dinosaurs, they're more carnivorous and want to eat dino eggs, and have a grudge against one of the heroes who's
absolutely no sense. Like, really?
Stop them from foiling their egg-napping plans. These aren't Ice Age characters. These villains belong in a Land Before Time sequel. All they need is just one stupid musical number and they're all set to take on Littlefoot and the gang. Then again, Buck already did the job for them.
Ow.
I am the pint-sized protector of this lost world. But my friends call me Buck.
Well played, guys.
Nope.
Since the fifth film already had too many characters involved, and they are facing a giant meteor that's going to destroy everything, this movie is most likely better off without any additional dino dodos.
True.
Son, sometimes I
If they
want...
take out the Dino-Birds, the movie would have been a lot better. But instead, it gets more worse than I thought and stuck to their guns. Literally.
How you snuck into this family.
The most cliched things a sequel could do is to give a prominent character a love interest. If it never happened in the predecessor, then why not fix it in the new movie? Ellie from the second film, The Meltdown, is an exception that actually works in the context of the franchise, since it was established that Manny is a lonely character with no family, nor doesn't even know if there are other mammoths alive. So it makes sense that he deserves the most to have some company. Sid and Diego, on the other hand, there's not much of a point to give them girlfriends. Not to say that they don't deserve love, except for Sid, but seriously, what's the purpose of Shira and Brooke? We already went through the love story with Manny, but then in the later films, they try to repeat it again.
But I like Shira and Brooke. I respect your opinion, Animat, but what's the point of them being on the number 8 spot? Shouldn't they be one of the pirates from Continental Drift? Except for some pirates that... Yeah. I like Brooke in Collision Course. She may be pretty and smoking hot, but I'll admit, she could be a bit generic sometimes, but I find her pretty cute and all that stuff. Pretty cute.
With the other two, since they are low on the list, it obviously means that they're not among the worst. But what makes them bad is what they symbolize in the franchise. They represent how in Continental Drift and Collision Course, that's when Ice Age really ran out of ideas and had to resort to recycling their old plot points in order to fill in their respective films' running time. The girls themselves ain't that cringy,
Nope.
but it's just their point is not for love, they're just using the franchise to buy some time.
You guys are like the start of a bad joke.
Most of these characters will be from either Continental Drift or Collision Course, since those are the films that really set Ice Age off the rails as a franchise, and the ones that even made the crew at Blue Sky Studios feel sick and tired of all these movies.
Well, I'm gonna stop there for now, and I hope you guys enjoy. I do not want to do all this as a whole thing video and all that stuff, so yeah. Anyways, LBT75 here. See you guys next time. Or one more thing, I'm just gonna do part 2 of my reaction of Ice Age characters worse than the baby thing, so